another episode of podcast. And this right here, like I said yesterday, we're doing something a little bit different with the success series, and really been enjoying just providing content, providing value to you all, serving you all, and supporting you all in this way. Once again, for those of you who may or may not know me, my name is Jonathan Jones, and I am the host of the Speak Your Success podcast. And we've been doing the success sermons here lately for the past couple of weeks. But ultimately, the goal with these is just to make sure that we serve and support as many people as we possibly can. Because what I do is I enjoy helping individuals develop by way of personal, by way of professional, and by personal and professional development, as well as focusing on mental health. So here we are for another episode. My successors, my friends, my family. I want to encourage you all just to go ahead and take a moment and go ahead and share the broadcast out so we can make sure to impact more lives, so we can touch more people. So wherever you are, I want to encourage you to subscribe. But in addition to that, then I want to just ask you to share this with somebody that you know that needs it. Share this, retweet it, so that we can serve and support in a major way. So friends, today, what I want to talk about want to talk about is the E to E ratio, or E versus E ratio. And the first question I want to kick it off with by asking, if you sat down and you really began to tally up where you spent the majority of your money, where would you see that influx going? Right? If you sat down, and many of us have done it before because we've all done some form, shape of a budget in some kind of way, right? We've budgeted dollars, we've budgeted cents, and then we began to see, it's like, okay, where am I spending most of my money? Right? Begin to ask yourself, because sometimes that's when you realize, wow, I'm going out to the bar a lot. Wow, I'm, hanging out here a lot. Glenn P. Brooks, my OG, what's going on, sir? What's going on this morning? Yes, sir. Keep showing up is the name of the game. So, friends, that's the first question I want to pose to you is where are you spending the majority of your money? Because I did this exercise and I sat back and I realized, I was like, wow, I'm eating fast food a lot. I'm going to the club a lot. And I realized that I was spending $200, $300 in the course of a month going out to the club, going out to a bar, going out eating fast food. This was before I got married, of course. So now my wife has definitely been in that regard, helping me cut down on some of that. But the reason I want to ask that and want to kick off that question is because when it comes down to focusing on the E to E ratio, this is something that I know I didn't account for initially. But friends, the E to E ratio, let me just break it down for you. This is a phrase that was coined by Brian Tracy. And those of you who might not be familiar with Brian Tracy is an individual who's been in the self-development or self-help and personal development space for some time. He's one of the originators, I would say. And E to E ultimately is just the amount of time. It's ultimately the amount of time and money that any person spends on entertainment versus education, right? So me going out to the bar, that's me spending money on entertainment. Me going out eating food, not necessarily entertainment, but you all know what it is, because if we really broke down our budgets and we put them all on a big screen, it's like, boom. It's like, John, where are you spending most of your money? My money would be going out to the movies, like I said, going out to the club, spending money and spending time places where it won't come back to me. Like we talked about a few days ago, the ROI. So that's money going out, knowing it's not coming back. So I might as well be driving down the highway and roll down my window and just watching money just fly out the window. E versus E ratio. Friends, but Brian Tracy did the average. Okay. And the average person spends 50 minutes on entertainment for every 1 minute they spend on education and personal growth. So I'm not trying to come all the way into your porch, right? I'm not trying to I'm trying to come in and beat you down today, but I really just came to ask the question. Michael Jackson, sir, I appreciate you. I'm grateful for you and just the way that you've mentored me over the years. I love you, my brother. But I want to ask you the question, where are you spending your time? Because if time is money, like we've heard it said before, time is money. Time is money. Where are you spending your money and where are you spending your dollars? Because if the average is 50 minutes to 1 minute, that would mean the average is $50 to $1, right? And through this time of quarantine, there've been don't get me wrong. Okay. I'll be here and I'll tell you, I've watched my share of Netflix. Okay. Me and my wife just finished up Tower Heist, our Money Heist. I keep calling it Tower Heist, but it's called Money Heist. We just finished watching the Money Heist series. Okay. And every night before we go to bed, we watch a little bit of The Office. But throughout the course of the day, I'm always finding ways to invest in my personal development and my personal growth. If it be through watching YouTube videos of other presenters speak, if it's me reading different books at different times, seeing how to better facilitate a training, seeing how to better perfect my message, or even I'm reading this other book and it talks about the secrets of Jeff Bezos, right? How he operates his business and things that he lives by. So the question I just want to ask you, where are you spending your dollars when it comes to the E versus E ratio? Entertainment versus education. Is what you watching on TV educating you in some way, shape, or form, elevate, and then help you create the life and business of your dreams? Is something that you're watching on TV assisting you in growing your brand? Is it showing you something that you can implement so that you can further yield a level of success? Or is it just entertaining for the sake of entertainment? I just want to drop that on you today, my friends. We're talking about the E versus E ratio, or the EVE ratio. Education versus entertainment. We cannot allow ourselves to be in this space of technology where people are 15 years old, 16 years old, making multi-billions, multi-millions. They're on their way to billions. But 15-year-olds knowing how to code, and they're getting $1 million checks. For us to be complacent and sit back and say, man, I want some of that. Why can't I get some of that? Because we're not building up the amount of education that we're taking in regards to developing ourselves. Friends, my name is Jonathan Jones. Like I said before, I appreciate everybody taking time to hop in, to listen to the broadcast, to view the broadcast. And man, I would love to just hear from you. You can feel free. You can text me at 404-585-7284. Or I would even love for you just to comment wherever you're listening, wherever you're streaming, comment. And I would just love to hear your thoughts on that, on the EVE ratio, because the average person, 50 to 1, 50 minutes of entertainment versus 1 minute of education. Is that you? Is it not? Talk to me. If I'm wrong, say, John, you wrong. That's not me. If it is you, just comment one way, or think about one way that you can grow your education today. You can grow your self-development today. Picking up a book that's in your house. I know you have a lot of them. Turning on a documentary. That makes it easier to read. Getting an Audible subscription. Getting an Audible account. Whatever way best suits your style of learning, I would encourage you to do so. And my friend, I really want you all really to take time, share the broadcast so we can really challenge more people, so we can lift the standard, so we can raise the bar, so we can grow. And man, I want us all to win. Just like I said the other day, I want us to be in the position to ultimately create the life and business of our dreams. Because if we're not doing that, then ultimately we're playing ourselves. We're playing ourselves. It is crazy. It's crazy. My dad, Dr. Fred, just said we got to read. We got to read. That's right. Jabuza Alanu said entertainment versus education. You're onto something with that one. The thing that the best way to go, the best way to go is taking time and read a book, right? Read for 10 minutes. There's some days I'll read for 10 minutes. And in that 10 minutes, what I read triggers another thought for me to apply and implement in my business. This was going to be a different episode another day. We're going to get ready to close this one out. But I was reading the book about Jeff Bezos and just some of the secrets that he does. And it talked about always be innovating, always be innovative, right? Jeff Bezos is where he is now because he took time when he had that little small office that first he started out in his garage. And then ultimately he began to corner the market by saying, well, if I provide products and then ultimately we add Amazon Prime on there to where you get people to pay a set fee and then you ship the items out, get it to people as fast as possible. Now we're creating something that nobody is doing in the industry. So now we're separating ourselves. He didn't come to that level of innovation by not reading any books. He didn't come to that level of innovation by not having life experience. That's what it takes. We have to get more life experience. We have to get more knowledge. We have to get more wisdom. And that comes by reading more books. If you want to earn more, you have to learn more. So that's what we wanted to share today. Successors, grateful for each and every one of you that's taking time to listen, taking time for those who hopped in the broadcast. And if you're just hopping in, I'd encourage you to share this one time for a friend because we want to really serve and support somebody today. If you want to, just text me. Text me 404-585-7284. Text me. Say, John, I don't appreciate what you said today because you were talking about me. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about how we can grow. Let's talk about how I can be a resource for you. Let's talk about how I can serve and support you and help you professionally, personally, or even from a holistic point of view, right? TEDx speaker and best-selling author Jonathan Jones reminding you to speak your success, believe in your greatness, and continue to create the life and business of your dreams. Why would you and why should you live any other way? Take care, my friends. I will see you tomorrow. We're going to focus on time blocking. We're going to focus on getting right with our time, mastering our time, and hope to see you there.